caller, a good phone sex caller, as opposed to a shitty one that's not very good at getting people to jerk off and ejaculate. When I got the job and I started receiving calls, I was pretty nervous. I was going in cold. I didn't know what to expect. I got an information pack and it was the guidelines to being a good phone sex worker, but these are more like in a monetary way. So naturally you want to try and keep someone on the phone as long as possible because they're paying per minute, so the longer they're on the phone, the more money you're going to make. That is easier said than done, by the way, because some guys will literally blow their load in 30 seconds, which means as an operator you don't really get much money for that. It means you're really good at your job, but it means you don't get paid that much. Anyways, regarding your behaviour and your personality on the phone line as an operator, you have to be patient, I think is important. Someone who's calling you, they might be just as nervous as you are. It might be their first time calling, so they don't really know what to say. They might be embarrassed. They might be freaking awkward. They might have this fetish and this desire that's burning inside them that they want to talk to you about. But you've got to just like ease them in, let them express themselves. If you just like start to act impatient and you just cut them off, you dive in on their sentences before they've even finished, that's just not a good look. So you have got to be patient. I mean, let's bear in mind, someone might be in a vulnerable place, like you're horny, that can be quite vulnerable, as well as a very exciting state to be in. It's quite vulnerable, like you might say stuff that you wouldn't usually say. Definitely. Listen man, I'm not judging, like it's okay, like take your time. Whatever it is you wanna do, we can do it. And it's the job as the operator just to be like, okay, that's cool. Anything else? You can't just be like, ugh, fucking gross. Which leads on to another attribute which is really, really important. You can't get grossed out easily if you're a phone sex. If you're a phone sex operator, you're gonna hear some pretty fucking mental shit. You're gonna hear about people that like to stick bananas in their arsehole. Yeah, we can do that. Sure. I bet it smells amazing. Yeah, I bet it smells amazing. You're going to hear about guys that like to spunk into jars and then drink it. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to hear some pretty sketchy stuff. There's a lot of it. And, you know, you just got to hear that and be like, okay, whatever floats your boat, dude. Even though you might be thinking, oh my god, that is disgusting. Who's doing that? Who's doing that? Who is fucking doing that? But, just gotta be like, okay, that's cool. Yeah. Yeah. You're into that? Another really important attribute is you've got to be very imaginative. And you've got to be able to just do it on the spot. Like someone calls and they want to role play. You gotta just, improv this. So they want to role play. We're in the office. Okay, we're in the office. Okay, scanning ideas. Office, we're in the office. You're the manager. I'm going to come in and see you in your office. And I've been a naughty secretary, right? Yeah. Oh, I keep doing spelling mistakes. And we know what happens to naughty secretaries that can't spell. What happens? Think of something. They get fucked in the mouth, don't they? Oh yeah, they get fucked in the mouth. So you've got to be able to think on the spot. And when the caller is into it, they're good as well. They can, like, they'll run with it. They'll take you wherever you're gonna take them. So that, it definitely helps to just be able to think and be imaginative, just boom, on the spot. So you're having a dinner party and your wife is there and I'm your wife's best friend. So she's gonna go upstairs. Furthermore, it helps if you're sexual. Let's not beat around the bush about this. This is a sexual job. if you're not a horny person, if you don't imagine sex that much, you don't watch porn that much, you don't even have sex that much, it's probably not the right job for you. When I used to work with an agency and I logged on, if I logged on for 2 hours, say 2 hours, I've got to accept now for the next 2 hours, I'm going to be in a heightened sexual state of mind. People are going to be calling me boom, 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 and I've just got to be boom straight away, like, ooh, horny, sexual. You've already jerked off 5 times today. Can we make it a 6th? Come on, let's do it. 6th, come on. How much spunk have you got? If you're not a sexual person, like, you're gonna fucking screw this person's phone call up, you know? Hey baby, I'm calling up because I want to, like, eat your asshole. What is wrong with you? Like, are you not into it? Like, are you a horny person? It helps. I mean, you gotta be into sex and sexual stuff and be naughty if you want to be a phone sex operator. Like, it helps. If you're a prude, you're not into sex at all, like, no, it's not gonna work. Finally, I think it helps to be thick-skinned if you're a phone sex operator, because there is a massive element of rejection. Someone calls you up, and for the time of that phone call, you're their whole world. You're connecting, you're bonding, it's sexual, it might even be emotive. And then just like that, they're gone. So you feel like, oh, okay, next phone call. So you gotta be quite thick-skinned. And some people aren't the politest. Maybe because, you know, maybe because they're paying by the minute. They don't want to go over. Any extra time is money out of their wallet, which I get it, like, that's fair enough. But if a guy is literally coming on the phone at you, the line will just go dead. They're like, oh, I'm gonna come, but think, and it's gone. It's like, oh, okay, bye. This caller has already left the phone call. You're like, oh, okay. But you can't really get upset by that. That's what I'm saying, how you have to be thick-skinned. Also, some callers can be aggressive. Not because they're an arsehole, but it's because the type of phone call that they want. They want to be in a powerful position, they want to be a dominator. So they might shit-talk you. They might say nasty stuff, because that's part of the fantasy. They'll call you a whore, a slut, a bitch. Take this big fat cock, you're a big fat slag. If you can't... if you can't detach from that, and if you take that personally, that's gonna grate on you eventually. So you have to be thick-skinned to know that it's just the guy who's jerking off and he's spouting all sorts of stuff at me, but he doesn't mean it directly at me. He's saying it because it's his fantasy, it's his fetish. And that's what he's doing. So you gotta be thick-skinned to that. If every guy that calls you up calls you a big fat slut, by the end of the day you're gonna think, oh my god, am I actually like a big fat slut? Like, no, not really. You're acting it. And you're just like, oh, you're doing a call. You like me to be a big slut for you? Be a big fucking slut. And then when the call is over, just like move on. You can't let it damage you as a person, because you're gonna hear some pretty fucked up stuff. Flipping the coin, to every crazy, nutty, fucked up caller, you're gonna have like a really nice caller who will say goodbye when they hang up. And they'll say hello and they'll talk politely to you and be respectful. To finish, let's not forget to have fun. I mean, it's an incredibly fun job. I can't imagine doing anything else. Like, I love it. It's so much fun. I like to tap into people's heads. I like to know what they're about. I like to know what people's fantasies are. It's intriguing to me. It's interesting. Laugh, chat, giggle, have fun. It always puts a smile on my day if I've had phone sex calls and they're fun. I've never had a phone call and thought, oh my god, I'm damaged now. I'm gonna go have a little cry. Like never, ever, 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 ever. I've always hung up and at the worst gone, ugh, that was a bit gross. But that's it, just grossed out is the most extreme. Mostly it's just fun. Cool beans. Right, I hope you enjoyed that.